And I believe some of you try to run away, right? Don't have to raise your hands. Too late. Aren't you glad you have a mark? Oh, some of you think, oh, this is the doctor. No, it's not. The day I can't appreciate this. Anyway, I do appreciate. He put a mark on my forehead. Look at each other's forehead. Look at it. Preach to each other. There's a mark on you. Predestinated unto sonship. Amen. Not predestinated to go to heaven. Hallelujah. Unto sonship. Amen. To be a son of God. Amen. Aren't you glad you're a son of God? Amen. They were dancing around there. This is something to dance about. Amen. You brothers down there, are you glad you're a son of God? Amen. Stand up and say it. Hallelujah! How about you sisters? Are you excited? Are you a son of God? If you're not excited you're a son of God, how will you ever inspire others to receive the Lord to become a son? I think you'll be excited. Nothing wrong with being excited, right? I'm a son of God. Amen. Let's all say that to the whole universe, standing up. I'm a son of God. I'm a son of God. Sisters! I'm a son of God. Brothers! I'm a son of God. Okay. Now let's turn to Galatians. Acts chapter 1. Galatians chapter 1. Sorry. So I'm getting crazy already. Galatians chapter 1. 13 through 16. Okay, let's all read this. This is the testimony of Paul.
For you have heard of my manner of life formerly in Judaism, that I persecuted the church of God excessively and ravaged it.
I what?
Ravaged it.
He persecuted what? The church of God. Was he a good material? No. But he had a mark. Satan knew, so he used this one to persecute the church. But Paul had a mark. He saw Stephen being stoned, and he says, good. But this one had a mark. Okay, 14.
And I advanced in Judaism beyond many contemporaries in my race, being more abundantly exalted for the traditions of my fathers.
But
it is God who set me apart from my mother's womb and called me through His grace
to reveal His Son
in me, that I might announce Him as the gospel among the Gentiles. Immediately I did not confer with flesh and blood.
Okay, here was one of the biggest persecutors of the Lord that God chose. You do not know many times who the Lord chose. Until you start speaking to them, you don't know. When the word comes, there's an echo inside. and there's a response. Okay. Not only He chose us before the foundation of the world, pre-marked us, but look at verse 15. Again. But when
it pleased God, who set me apart from my mother's womb, and called me through His grace.
But when it pleased God who set me apart from where?
My mother's womb.
And what?
Called me through His grace.
From the time you separated from your mother's womb, and even in your mother's womb, like Jacob, God took care of you. He chose us in eternity. He separated us from our mother's womb. Everything that we were in, what family we were born into, what school we would go, who knows how many things He had to do to protect us. Just look back. Someone will say, why did I end up in that family? How many ever wondered that? Here, don't blame your parents. When you weren't so hungry for the Lord, you says, oh, I'm forced into this, right? How many felt like that when you're younger? I know. But aren't you glad God put you in that family? Everything, what school you went to, what friends you had, everything was controlled by the Lord. Not only chose us, but He called us in time. But He take care of all of us. I can just look back and wow, what a care. Right? Without His care, I don't think we would be here today. One wrong turn, not in the car, but many things, we wouldn't be here. Right? But when it pleased God who set me apart from my mother's womb and called me through His grace. Oh, wow. Let's pray, read this. This is marvelous. Please God. First realization, even before I was saved, that somebody's watching over me, because at that time I had no idea who God was, being a Buddhist, but I knew. I was riding with a friend in his car. We went to a town, and on the way back somehow I did not ride back with him. It was just a little thing. Something came up, and he drove back, and his car